There's a lot of excitement sparked earlier in the week after Reuters reported that Apple was looking at creating an electric autonomous vehicle, not around the corner, but maybe 2024, 2025. There have been a lot of takes on it. Now there's another one. Brian Sozzi, I believe there is a Goldman note out on the potential iCar.
Well, Julie, I promise I do other things here at Yahoo Finance than speculate on the Apple iCar. This is the only thing I seem to be talking about this week, and with good reason. Goldman Sachs Apple analyst Rod Hall out with a note this morning looking at the financial impact if Apple releases a 2025 iCar, or the Apple Mobile, as Jared Blickery has coined it. Here are the basic numbers, because I don't want anybody to fall asleep here. If Apple is able to grab 5% market share of the EV market with a $75,000 iCar, that's what I call it, they will only see a 3% bump to their earnings, and not big. That's not a big bump. The best case scenario, which assumes Apple grabs a 7% market share of the EV industry, and they sell a $100,000 iCar, which would put it more in competition with the high-end Tesla models, a 7% bump in EPS. So the Apple bulls are probably wondering here, hey, Brian, Apple's going to be selling a lot of electric cars. Yeah, earnings boom, sales boom. It doesn't work that way. And the reality it doesn't work that way because the auto industry, Julie, as you all know, is very low margin. You look at the margins, the operating margins at Ford, General Motors, these are single-digit businesses. Apple has essentially minted money for decades because they sell iPads, iPhones, and these products are made by outside suppliers, and they mint money off of these things. Apple's margins are 2, 3, 4 times the automaker. So the auto business is a completely different ballgame altogether.
Which seems to suggest, Brian Sozzi, maybe you've just convinced me that Apple ain't going to really do this. You know, that this would not be a classic playbook for Apple.
It wouldn't be, but I do think you talk to a lot of folks on the street, and they do think Apple could potentially team up with the likes of Tesla. They can work deeper with a Volkswagen. But Hall makes a very good point in the bottom of this note. He said the reason why Apple would want to get into this market because a lot more people will be spending more time in driverless cars. That vision, that Jetson type lifestyle appears to be finally coming to fruition. And Apple, with its big giant balance sheet and its technology prowess, they may want a piece of that market.
Maybe. We'll see. But there are a lot of assumptions built into that Goldman note as well. All right. Shrug. That's the emoji of the year, I think.